Hello everyone and welcome to today's Esports Wales match. This is the third game of their intermediate stage. I'm joined as always by Freddie. Freddie, how are you doing?
I am doing absolutely magnificent. I was very scared at first because we've had a power outage in Dublin today in my area. Like the whole area, the power went out. And I kind of sat there at 5 p.m. being like, am I going to be able to cast tonight? But here we are. There is no worries. And we are back on this Esports Wales channel. I am so happy to be here. And I hope you are as well, Brandon. We've got an absolute banger on Vertigo. It's the third game of the season for both these teams as well. And it's actually two UK teams battling out. It's going to be Esports Wales Tan in intermediate against Join the Force. Both these teams are 1-1. Neither of them have played Vertigo yet. So it should be quite an exciting game, I must say. I'm very excited for this. And Brandon, I think we've got a banger on our hands.
Yeah, 100%. Vertigo is one of my favourite maps in the pool as well, just because it's not your typical Counter-Strike map, is it, Freddie? It's just a lot of elevation. It's quite similar to, I'd say, Nuke in that respect. Obviously, haven't got the bomb sites quite on top of each other, but you've got, yeah, a lot of disarray, a lot of confusion, and very much the outside on Nuke. A ramp is the biggest point of contention on Vertigo, so we're going to be seeing a lot of action between them, I imagine, on there. And also, I've actually seen some people bear similarities to mid, quite similar to us too as well, because mid.
Yeah.
If you have control of it on Vertigo, especially for late lurk, we've been seeing that quite a lot recently because, we've been around a little bit over the past couple of weeks. And we've seen a lot of Vertigo, and a mid lurk is often the difference maker sometimes for these T rounds.
Yeah, it depends if the CTs expect it or not, because especially if they don't and the Ts are able to get someone through that crack and send someone in towards mid, wherever it may be, B or A, and even if it isn't like the decider of the round, if they're just going in to kind of clean up a little bit and secure it, we see that a lot. But then sometimes it goes both ways though. If the CTs are expecting it, that could be a big misplay for the T sides because they're losing a man advantage or whatnot. But Vertigo, we see a lot of battles towards A. Nowadays, it's slowed down. I think definitely the more experienced teams, they tend to feel out the map a little bit more, condition them towards other areas of the map before they start going a little bit faster. And I know, especially with Wally on this server, he, as the IGL of Esports Wales Tan, he's definitely going to be big about this whole conditioning towards ramp before they properly send it there.
Yeah, 100%. It's all about playing with those rotations, isn't it? And it's just allowing that player that is holding that middle position just to kind of seesaw in between the two bomb sites and create disorientation. I think we're getting into this one quite shortly. I think we're just waiting for.
And yeah, we're actually, as you said that, we're right into pistol round.
Oh, into pistol?
Wait, not pistol, into knife round.
Alright, cool.
We're back into knife round. We've got the cool little graphics coming out from Esports Wales. Love that. Very nice from their side, giving us some tools to work with. And big shout out to Esports Wales again for allowing us to be here. Really cool organization. I have been somewhat weirdly involved with them for a while, just through like loads of my friends seem to always play on their team. And big shout out to actually ex Esports Wales Yar player Potatoes in chat. Big love to him and a lot of familiar faces from the community here. So hopefully we'll be seeing another victory because last time we saw them, they actually took the dub. No, sorry, they lost very narrowly on Ancient. It was a very close game. They lost to Nigma Galaxy, the female team. So very, very unfortunate there. But we are right into this pistol round, Brandon. We're in for a banger.
Here we are, and there's a lot of utility on this side for Join the Force. Ooh, 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and 2 grenades, and they're barreling straight up towards A, Freddy. They're not wasting any time at all. This is going to be an interesting approach. There's only 2 CTs here to meet them, and one of the nades being expended, actually both over towards sandbags. We've got a real fight on our hands.
Indeed, and it's going to be a massive brawl here. Looking at the minimap as well, Wally is pushing towards short, so he took some info there, stuck in no man's land a little bit, allowing the kill to go the way of T-side. But on the retrospect of it, Trebin or Out have picked up a frag for themselves. The bomb will go down, but there is a kit on the board. So Esports Wales Tan, they're just going to be slowly waiting. Flash comes in, T's tried to do something with that, but Zenk, he's unable to get a kill, and that is most definitely the advantage going the way of the city side. I assume the bomb will just be stuck. One player left live in towards short, couldn't get the bomb planter, and that is Tan picking up their first on Vertigo.
Oh, that was an interesting approach as well from that afterplant from the T side. I think the flash just missed, but I think it was aiming more towards elevator to get a player in towards the back lines, and it didn't work out for them. And Esports Wales, they do pick up the first round into this game. And we've got a force buy war. We are actually seeing this more and more, Freddy, as well. It's a lot of teams they are electing to, especially with the bomb down, to just buy these upgraded rifles. And there's a 3-man lean early for Esports Wales over towards this A-ramp side. With that one-way, but Meep, he just completely obliterates Yelm. And suddenly, with Skids finding success as well onto Oral, ramp control, it belongs to Join the Force.
That is very unfortunate for Yelm, especially that one-way being used ever so more nowadays. Teams tend to expect to just pre-fire that and Join the Force, because they had the bomb down, they were able to actually get better weapons than Tan in this round, and it's going from bad to worse of them. Stan in towards middle, picking up Wolks. It's just Trebby and Wally, the youngster and the experienced player, left alone. One kill does go their way, but as soon as that happens, Join the Force, they have the B-bomb site, they completely run away. A lot of players on low HP, but it probably will be Join the Force taking this round, and Tan definitely disappointed with what just happened.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to go for this, but this player in ladder will be cleared by Wally, but Meep will win the gunfight, and there's actually there's a couple of low players here for Join the Force, but Trebby is definitely going to be wanting to save it onto this AUG, and it was just nice ramp control there from Join the Force. So you obviously know their pre-fires, especially, you're right, that one way it's becoming ever-present within this meta, and there's a lot of pre-fireable angles on towards A-ramp because the CTs can only be in so many positions, and obviously the map's been around for around about 2 years or so, Freddy, so a lot of teams have adjusted to it now and have got a lot stricter protocols. Yeah, he is.
He's actually doing quite a lot of damage. If he survives, he's going for the ace, actually. He's got 4 kills, taking down players left, right, and center. And Skids, just misses the head, and that's actually really big for Tan. Trebby taking down 4 players, they're just boosting his stats a little bit, pumping up that ADR. And because of this, Join the Force, they're not able to cement a formidable lead just yet. They still have somewhat of an economical deficit. And we see here on the board, Esports Wales Tan, they have a A1S and a AUG out. So those 2 rifles are probably going to have to do absolute bits. And that nade actually just bent around to the right a little bit. But it will be this fast A play coming again from this T side. The MAC-10 led the charge on Water, actually. That's literally his name, Meep on Water. Very nice name, very long. And it will just be slowing it. Yeah, probably just Meep, actually. Let's go for that. Yeah. But it will be, this boost coming out. This is very nice. And it might actually take down Skids. He is not, it's not a boost you tend to see nowadays, especially if you don't hear them. You don't tend to be looking for it. And it is the pick going towards Tan. Something a little bit different from them. But look at this. All route. He's trying to push in and get that map control. But little does he know, there's still 3 players here from Join the Force. And it will pretty much just be Yelm having to hold down the fort. He gets the first pick. That's bomb drop. So it will be the rotations coming in. Trebby trying to help his teammate, but it is very unfortunate for this Tan side. They completely relinquish it. Wolks getting a very nice 1D. He's a very individually talented player, quite new, alongside Trebby. Both these players are mechanically gifted, but inexperienced. So we see him getting quite a nice deagle there, and they will be going for this retake. It's Wally and Wolks. There are rifles down right in front of them, but with no kit, and with 2 players in towards... Oh, there is a kit in towards Connector. So Wally will be picking that up alongside Org. And it's Wolks. I said he was talented, and he is. He gets the first on that low HP player. And Wally, he's sticking to the fuse. Stanley spraying for a smoke, hit it, missing every single shot. Wally, he even gets the kill, and you can definitely tell he's screaming in TeamSpeak right now.
Yeah, that's a really well played. Join the Force, it looked like they were going to just explode up a ramp again off the back of the fact they had a couple of MAC-10s and looking to farm some more money, but they slowed down, they allowed the boost to come up, and in that afterplant, they just get baited out by the fact that there's a smoke on the bomb, and good heads-up play from this Esports Wales side to communicate where the kit and smoke were and pick it up and use it to win the round as well. And it's so back and forth here. And look at this, more aggression coming into A ramp once again. Yelm, he's here on the one-way. It's all round. Oh my goodness me.
Very nice play from him on that FAMAS. You know, some people tend to diss it a little bit. It's not necessarily the best. And the flash actually going into the feet of Oral. So very unfortunate there. But it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Join the Force. They only have 2 players alive. Really nice round from Oral. And Yelm, the stand-em, picking up the pieces as well along the way. And it is just going to be Zenk here. He's got the bomb on his back. AK, flash, a minute 10. If he even gets a kill here, I'll be impressed.
Let's just see what he can do here. There is a player still in towards sandbags. And around, he's done well again and spots him out. Zenki is eliminated from the round. And that's Esports Wales picking up their third. And they are winning this early aggression on towards this A ramp. Join the force. They've lost the force by battles. And now they're going to be forced onto these pistols. We'll probably see something a little bit more explosive from them in order to try and get a bomb plant.
Probably. What I like from this Tan side is that they've got a very cool dynamic about their team. And I'm actually going to stop myself there because, as you said, Brandon, it is coming in. Oh, what a nade! That is Yelm with 3 kills. He gets the 4th. He only saw 1 player as well. That is so good from him. Building up that nade damage, topping the scoreboard for the whole server. And that's the stand-in, proving his worth in gold.
We'd love to see it.
We do love to see that. And he's got the AWP straight out of it. He's like, you know what?
Yeah,
maybe I'll go on the AWP.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. That's actually, that's so funny. Just 3 kills in the nade. They didn't even see anyone. It was no armor Glock, so you don't expect too much. But it's going to be this ramp contact coming in yet again for this T side. And all wow, he's been caught off yet again. That's 2 rounds now where he's just been picked down straight away. But Trebby, this is a bit of an off angle. However, if they get the right eye peek onto him, it could get very dangerous. Yelm with this AWP, he gets the first frag. Meep just seeming unaware that he could be there. So, very nice from Tan to level up the playing fields a little bit. But looking at the minimap, because Wally has rotated away from this A bomb site, it's allowed Stan to creep out mid. Wally, he's completely read this though. Doesn't get the kill, but does a lot of damage. Ooh, Stan getting for seconds, and he's actually going to be peeking out on this bomb site. Wolks gets dropped. Stan only left on 1 HP, but look at this. Wally, he's in for the rotation. He should be taking out Stan, which he does, and he has to do his best to try and deny anything right here. He's left alone, 3 players right in front of him. Molly goes a little bit too far, so he will just be glazing this smoke, and with a player literally next to him. Oh, but the smoke does go down again. I feel like he was needing that smoke to dissipate, and it is going to be Trebby being caught off on that flank. Very nice from Skids. Good read on him, but it's Wally, the IGL. We saw him absolutely huge on Ancient. He's only good for 1. Nice little crossfire anti-play coming out from Join the Force. It's going to be Yelm. He got the opening pick for Tan, but with this AWP, he isn't going to find anything more. He will be dropped, and it will be Join the Force picking up their 3rd and actually not saving the AWP. A bit of a misplay from there then.
Yeah, that's an interesting decision, but I guess the AKs are working for them. Yelm will immediately be dropped an AWP off the back of Wally, so he'll be wielding that into this next one. And you're right, that mid control, it just completely caught them out, or we were alluding to it pre-game. And I don't know who the player was for Esports Wales that lost that gunfight, but I swear that Stan was only on a sliver of HP when he won it. And these MAC-10s, Freddy, they're just charging once it... Is that...
Where did Aurora...
Is Aurora okay?
Did he just fall off the map?
I mean, that's a classic BDOG play.
Yeah, that's a class. What I'm thinking now is like, I'm just in my head, I'm like, Retro, can we get a replay of that? But sadly, we're not going to be able to. I'm going to take an assumption that he fell off the map. And after this round, I'll fly over and see if, you know, the incidents at the bottom, I'll go fly over and see if there is anyone there. But back into this round, Tan, they're evening up a little bit, but it Skids. He got a very imperative kill last round on the flank, and he's continuing his form, dropping Yelm, and it's going to be Wally. He's trying to flank in, but first bullet dink onto Skids, but it does not matter when you have the A1S. And now it's just Wolks, the youngster, left alone in this 1v3, just looking to save. And while we have this moment, Brandon, I'm just going to fly into T-spawn and see if there's an incident. Yeah, incidents. I think Oral did just jump off the map.
Oh, no.
That was 1 incident, so I think it could be right. And while we've got this time, Brandon, I said this last time, and for anyone that's new, we've got a very cool dynamic on this Tan side. We've got Wally. He's a very experienced IGL. You know, he's played many seasons of Inters and Inters playoffs. Equally, Oral, he's normally a support player, transitioning a little bit out of that role. He's got a lot of experience. He's played ESEA main. And then on the flip side, you've got players like Wolks and Trebby. Individually, they're very good. Good elo, they've got very good mechanical skills, but they haven't got too much experience. And what I like what Wally does with them is he kind of sends them in like in a duo pact, especially on T side. They're like this little entry pack that Wally just sends around. They go play off each other, and so they're very nice on that. But they are still playing with a 4-man core because Yelm is a stand-in for now. But he's doing pretty well though as a stand-in. 10-4, you can't. That's not too bad, Brandon.
Yeah, that's what you want from your stand-in player, right? For them just to come into the server and just be ever present on it.
Oh yeah.
And join the force. They're starting to establish themselves on this T side. They're now 3 rounds to the good. And Esports Wales are only reduced to these pistols, and the one way is coming out once again, but Skitty has been spamming it, but Volksy will best the first and nearly is good for the second. That's an immediate trade, though. And suddenly, during the force, they're in a bit of a difficult situation, but they're only up against 1 AK, so don't write home about too much just yet. But Yelm, and look at Trebby on the flank, and suddenly, Freddy, it's all got a little bit scary.
Yeah, it was only 1 AK, but that AK got passed around a little bit. Both Walks getting the opening and then doing a lot of damage, allowing for I think it was Oral there with a deagle to finish him off. And Trebby, you said it was only USPs, but oh baby, he's proved us wrong with a double dink. And Meep now, he is left in a 1v2, but I feel like he's still got this advantage. Oral and Wally, they will be looking to retrieve some AKs, so that's definitely quite nice for them. But Meep, he's going towards this B-bomb site. He's got the bomb on his back. 45 seconds on the clock. He will get it for free. And I think Esports Wales are going to soon figure this out. And it will be Wally and Oral, the IGL and the experienced players, left alone. So probably the two players you actually want in this situation. But Meep, he's taking his time quite a lot because he doesn't want to... He's scared that there could be someone on this B-bomb site. This what does he know is that there is no one there. So he's speeding up a little bit now. 25 seconds, and Esports Wales, they're both very close. Neither of them have kits. They're going to have to get a move on a little bit soon, and it's going to be Meep. He's taking a post plant in towards ramp. He has 2 flashes and a nade. So if he uses this utility to his advantage, it could get quite scary for Esports Wales. And as I said, no kit and equally no armor. So they're going to have to go together and find this kill. They're clearing out wood, seeing that no one's there. They spot the player. They know where he is. He's being hunted down, but they're going to choose to just stick the bomb. Wally, he takes first contact. He drops, and now it's Oral left on the bomb. With that 10-second defuse, if he had a kit, he probably would have won the round, but it's going to be Meep winning the 1v2, and 1v3 actually, I think. So very nice from him, and it gives Join the Force their 4th, evening up the scoreline and putting Esports Wales in a bit of an annoying situation here.
Oral had a smoke as well. I'm not sure why he didn't deploy it, because I don't know, the element of mystery of being concealed in that smoke could have enabled him to maybe get a further advance on that defuse. I mean, it was 10 seconds, so it was a bit optimistic either way, but if you got the utility, you might as well use it. This one way coming in once again, and look at how aggressive Join the Force are. Thereby, it's not too bad, but Starred is just reduced to this Tech 9, and there is a 3-man lean here over on this A-bomb site. Oh. For Esports Wales. I think I lagged a bit, but I'm back now.
Hello,
apologies for the stream.
I'm Fred. That was very bad, but a miss flashed from Meep as well, so that's, you know, not everyone's bad on being right now. But as you said, Brandon, that Tech 9, because they're only keeping alive one player quite consistently, actually, as well, and it was something I alluded to on that second round of, you know, like they've won, but they've only won with one player. It's coming to bite them in the backside now. We see that start. He's on the Tech 9, but ironically, I think he's going to be the player to open up this round. He sees Trebby in front of him, ducks out, does finally not actually get the kill. Very ropey there, does so much damage. But look at this, they're not expecting Meep to be so close, and because of the damage being dealt onto Trebby, he's able to get 2 kills. He's rearing up on this bomb site, Oral being dropped already, and then it's going to be Join the Force probably picking up their 5th. Yelm is last alive with this orb, and will probably just look to save it.
It looks like they might reset. Just holding for a flank right now, but yeah, if they do decide to go towards A, then he'd be in a good position, but instead Join the Force once again. They're taking this ramp control, and then they're electing to travel over to this B bomb site. Stan, once again, is this mid lurk for this T side, and Esports Wales, they need to really be aware of that in itself, and it's just a bit unfortunate. It's almost like there's not good enough trade spacing on towards ramp that's enabling all of these kills. Join the Force, they will find their 5th in this game. It is quite close, Freddy, but the money for Esports Wales, it's not there.
It really isn't, and this is quite a T-sided map as well, so Join the Force building this early lead is not necessarily as unexpected. And equally, looking at their side, Meep is on fire. He is kind of single-handedly carrying his team across the finish line right now. We see Stardy, he is picking up that orb. He has actually the best stats on their ESEA page. He's got something like 90 ADR, so he's definitely a high-impact player, but we haven't seen him come out. We haven't seen it really come out yet. And Zenk as well, he's sitting on, what, 2 kills as well? So not something you like to see going into the future, but it will just be this eco round being cleaned up nice and easily. A kill does go the way of Wally, so a little bit, just, you know, a sight there, ticking over the frags as well, ticking over the economy of Join the Force, but it will be Tan, losing the round as we expected, but now they've got the guns out and they will have the orbs out.
Yeah, maybe a double? No, just the single. Yelm once again being trusted with this AWP, and maybe a different approach to ramp is needed. They were winning it early on when they were just being really aggressive and unrelenting against Join the Force, when they were just not letting them get any sort of real estate. But
maybe.
Just have a look. This is a missed smoke as well, and oh, there's a lot of spam coming through. I mean, under there, it doesn't do much damage at all, but Rao, he's just kind of gets caught out once again, and a ramp. This battle is just belonging to Join the Force.
Yeah, they seem like they're getting the pick pretty much every round, and that's really not what you want to see going into the later parts of this game. But it is going to be them averting their attention towards the bomb site, and I like this. They've got the picks towards A, they've scrambled the rotations a little bit. Wally had to come and help them towards the A bomb site, and it's meaning that Waltz is going to have to probably pick up mid there, which he does. He gets caught out by Zenk, and it's going to be the two-man retake coming in from Yelm and Wally. No kit on the board, and I think this could, again, just be a save coming out for the AWP and the A1S.
Oh yeah, it's damage exchange, and that's gonna be enough deterrent for Yelm to run away with this AWP. That's another adjustment from Join the Force. They have been having that mid lurk in towards Stan, but I'm not sure. But there's another player that is just pushing B stairs, and then they can have this almost loose crossfire on towards the guy that's Heaven that has to pick up the mid rotate because there's so much presence over towards this A bomb site, and they're having a good T side right now. Join the Force. It seems like they are really extending their lead here. This is the 7th round for them, and whilst you're all right, it is T-sided. It's still worrying that there's so much momentum going this way.
Oh yeah, completely. Especially going into the second half. If Join the Force have the momentum, that'll definitely crush the hopes of Esports Wales, because, as I said, they are quite an inexperienced team. They're quite young. By and large, I think their average age is it's not too old. So especially going into these later parts, if they don't have the momentum, I feel like their mentality could get quite bad, and it is just going to be them probably picking up an 8 or out. He's blaming the smoke. He comes alive with the 5-7. We've seen players go absolutely incredible with it recently, but he's only good for 1. And what Tan are doing here is that they kind of want to get some damage. Join the Force, they only had 1 player left alive last round, very reminiscent of what we've seen throughout this game. So their money, even though they've won a couple rounds in a row and they're in the lead by 3, their money's not the best. With 3 players staying alive, though, that's exactly what you want.
They are on this T side, so I think the money's literally going to fall their way a lot more easier than for this Esports Wales side. No double AWP yet for the defense, but I don't mind it just because given of how aggressive Join the Force are playing. Esports Wales, maybe they should adjust here, maybe take some more mid control. Instead, it's a 4-man lean early towards this A bomb site to kind of cancel out any aggression, and it's more of the same, except there's going to be another player here. Fully blinded those skids. He does get the opener, immediately traded, and look how aggressive Orao is being, Freddy.
Oh, he could catch them off guard here, but that spam does kind of elude them to where he is. And looking on the other side of the map, Stam, he's found these picks time and time again. He's going to do it consistently, but it's going to be Wally here, the mid player, the IGL, going absolutely nuclear. 3 kills to his name, only leaving Meep now in a 1v3, and that is what you need for Tam. Just someone to step up, and Wally does that in an amazing fashion.
Yeah, 100%. Join the Force and more of the same. Early ramp presence, and then they're looking to end B, and Wally just shuts them down at the first instant. Some really nice shots from him, and Meep has got time, but not a lot of HP to work with. Just going to make his way down the ladder, and the bomb is kind of isolated onto this B bomb site, and there are 2 defenders here, so I can't see the round going any other way than the Esports Wales win.
Especially on Meep being 35 HP. That's going to get taken down so quickly, but he is actually good for 1. That's really unfortunate because Esports Wales, they'll definitely be looking to keep 3 players alive there to be able to tick the money over, but it's still good for now, but it's not great. And Join the Force, because they've got so much bank left in their pocket, they're able to buy up again. They've already won the half. They're looking to extend their lead even further, Brandon.
Yeah, and we saw the adjustment from Esports Wales, right? 4-man lean over towards this A bomb site, and so it's just going to be the 3-man here instead, because Join the Force are pushing over the other areas of the map. Look at here as well. Whilst Trevi gets the opener, there's 3 players now heading towards under B stairs. So it could be more of the same from them, but it looks like Wales have got a pretty good idea of what's going on, given the fact that Boxy is pushed up quite close, but he will lose the duel only with that MP9 after being Molotov's out of position. And Wally, he's done it once and he has to do it again.
It looks like they're slowing down a little bit, just looking at where the bomb's going. It is going towards a bomb site. Wally actually losing a considerable amount of HP. This AWP just keeping players there. And then it's Trebby though. On that A bomb site, he's already got a kill, doubling up. And with Yelm dropping this AWP there, he sees that no one's towards B. So they know it's going to be an A hit. Stan and Zenk are left alive now. 2v3. They've got a lot of way to go, especially with a little... They haven't got a huge amount of utility. They've got no smokes as well. They have no way to neutralize any fights. However, those two flashes and a Molotov could be quite good. And especially with Oral moving in towards middle. And wait, what's happening on the minimap? Trebby and Oral are together. Okay, they are together now. Flash is going to come out. It's actually going to be perfect. Never mind, it doesn't get anyone. Trebby gets fallen. Oral, he does his best to do as much damage as possible. Drops into 46 HP, and it's Yelm. He's running through the Molotov like a madman. USP in hand. Spam going everywhere. No one hitting a single shot yet. But it is going to be Zenk on 14 HP, eliminating the player and join the force 9-5. Very nice round from them.
I like the idea from Esports Wales, right? I like the fact that they did group up together to try to do a set pot flash play once they were aware that it was going to be an A hit coming in. Unfortunately, I don't think the flash actually blinded anyone, so the kills they favoured joined the force and the trades went their way. And yeah, running through the Molotov, trying to be a hero. Just couldn't quell the fires and join the forces. They're on to their 9th, and it's the last round of the half, so obviously Esports Wales are going to buy up into this, and it's not the best. But with Volks having this much B stairs control, this is another difference maker.
Yeah, I feel like this team has a lot to go through still on this CT side. I felt like they were giving away a lot of picks for free. Oral, he had the nice idea there. He had a nice idea there with the flash for his teammate, but it just didn't hit them. So that there's not really much you can do about that. It's going to be Starred getting the first pick onto Wally. That is the star player of Tan already being dropped, but Yelm. He has the AWP in his hand. He's looking to go huge, and he does with a collateral. That is exactly what you need. Walks on the B bomb site as well, picking up a kill of his own, and that has joined the force, put into a 2v4. Yelm, that is absolutely magical from you.
Yeah, that's absolutely heroic, and that might just save Esports Wales and put them onto a 6th round. We've highlighted it before, it is T-sided, so kind of looking for maybe 6 or 7, and 6 be a good haul here, but Skids, Trebby does miss the shot, and that allows him to eliminate Oral, and he's going for more. This could actually be a little bit dangerous. The bomb is to be planted as well, and is a 3 versus 2, but they haven't got a kit.
They haven't got a kit. That is actually right. And they've got a smoke and Molotov, though. So if they place that correctly, they will be able to neutralize angles. But it is Meep. He's surviving and just wasting so much time. They're not giving him a kill. And again, no one can take him down. He's just biding so much time for Skids. Molotov going out towards Ram. He has rotated in towards short. They pick him out. Oh, but never mind. It's actually Walks that gets fallen. Skids, he's got 2 in this 1v3. Missed smoke, and he gets it. That is join the force. Getting their 10th, and I have no idea how they've just achieved that. Skids picking them on his back. He's had such a good game so far, and he continues his prowess.
That's some incredible shots coming out, but how have you missed that smoke? How's that been allowed to be placed on top of the box, Freddy?
I don't get how they've allowed that.
Surely it's harder to put it on top of the box.
That's actually impressive that they've done that. I don't get how that's allowed to happen. And they knew where he was. He got the first pick. They were actually looking at him. Everyone just missed their shot, and it's going to be Esports Wales Tan. Their mentality is going to be in the bin. We were talking about momentum, and speaking of momentum, losing a 1v3, especially when you have, well, it's like a 4v2. Yelm had got the collateral, like they were looking so good, and then we just end up with this now.
That's gonna rock mental, right? That's gonna be so impactful, and they need to reset here, and they need to just get T-side off to a great start. That's crazy. But we are into this pistol. We are into the second half of this game. Esports Wales, they're about to start their T-side, and smoke double flash on Trebby, and join the force. They're just going to aggress mid here, and It's more of a B lean for this Esports Wales team, but the quick rotates are in off the back of this mid push. That's a lovely flash, and they have to win these gunfights.
Oh, it's absolute brawl, brands of 10 players on this B bomb site. Kills just lighting up the scoreboard, and it is just going to be going back and forth for the CT and T side. However, Esports Wales, they actually come out on top, and just as I said that, Meep gets a kill on the Trebby to even it up into 2v2. Bomb will be tapped, not put down momentarily. They're seeing if someone is close by and will swing out, but it will be Yelm and Oral coming against Beep and Zenk. There's no kits as well, so join the force. They're just going to have to hit their pure shots, and that's exactly what happens. Oral already been taken down towards the side. Yelm, the stand-in, he's got 3 kills already. He's looking for the 4th in a 1v1 now, but it's going to be, very ropey, but it's Zenk. He wins the duel. Join the force, extending their lead even further to 11th, and around Esports Wales, they probably should have been picking that up.
Yeah, that's just off the back of the quick rotates to join the force because they elected to push free middle at the start. Obviously trying to find some aggression and then maybe flank if it was to be an A play, but instead they barrel right back over Guardian and just, you're right, there was 5 players ready and waiting to meet those Esports Wales side. The bomb has been planted now, so look, silver linings. They do have upgraded rifles coming into this one, and yeah, I'd say it's do or die.
Do or die is an underestimate. Players are really going to have to step up, and especially on Tan. You've seen Yelm, the stand-in. He's had a phenomenal game with the big green so far. And they actually spot out the players. Smoke hits them all out in the open. No trades going either way. Meep dropping a flash at his feet, trying to get away, but they are not. Both Treb and Oral doubling up to assist that kill. A lot of damage being dealt. We look, Oral's on 1 HP. And I'm just interested to see what Tan can do here with this man advantage. And to be honest, limited map control. Wooks has got the whole of like ramp there on B, so he's definitely got control there. And looking at the minimap, Skids, he was the B player. There is no mid presence from the CT. They've got 1 player starred with this scout, so they're committing a little bit towards A. This join the force side.
Yeah, they are, and it's the right call as well because Esports Wales, you can see them grouping. Just slinking their way up towards the bomb site. The execute, it's about to come in with these flashbangs, and with the site being smoked, and Zenk, he does take out Oral, but Oral's only on 1 HP, so the bomb is about to be planted, and this could be a difficult retake for Join the Force, because once again, they haven't got any kits, they've only got 1 smoke and 1 flashbang to work with.
Still winnable though. But it was very nice there for Tan to send Oral in first, the 1 HP player. Just send him as a little bit of a bait. Wally gets spotted out, spamming some Galil shots, nothing quite connects. He gets the kill on the Skids. He was the hero of their CT side. And it's going to be Esports Wales farming it up as exactly what you want to see from them. Picking up a round, and also in a very decisive manner, keeping 4 players alive. And that's going to be 4 rifles going into this upcoming round.
Yeah, you're right, and Join the Force, we've lost it, so they're just gonna... They are going to force, so they're just going to have the Eagles, and it's not going to be the best buy from them. Esports Wales, it's important that they build momentum off the back of that win just now, because they're still very much in this game, don't get me wrong, but they're going to need to just kind of cement their lead, and winning against this force buy would be a great start. Wally eliminates Starred in towards middle, and this Esports Wales side, they are grouping towards B right now. There are 2 players here for this Join the Force side, which I imagine will be met fairly imminently, but this is just more of a standard default. But Freddie, look at this aggression coming out of the players. Skids will trade out his teammate, and now it's a 3 versus 4.
Yeah, I think what Join the Force wanted there was just to get that kill cleanly, not drop a player, because Walk still has his map control. Skids is on 20 HP. This is definitely an advantage for Esports Wales Tan to be in this 4v3. Because of this, Join the Force are quite split up. They have 2 players towards this A bomb site, to be fair, but with no mid control, you can see that Zenk is just ever so aware of that. They're always just worried that there could be someone there. Skids on 20 HP as well, and they also just have Deagles and a FAMAS with no utility whatsoever. Tan, they're just clearing out some angles now, and it's going to be the stack onto this A bomb site. Gamble stack for the Join the Force side. Flash does come in, not allowing anyone to get anything just yet. But Oral, you madman, he's jumping up on boxes. Wally's going to replace his fallen comrade. It's just going to be Zenk now with that FAMAS in a 1v3. Bomb is down. Very unlikely, I feel like, from him.
Just going to be looking to save this. And that's Esports Wales onto their 7th. So they're closing the gap, and with 3 players left alive, it's a good haul. It's a good round from them as well.
Oh, completely. This is exactly what they need going into the second half. And looking at the money as well, it's looking good. They've got 3.3k on Wally. He's going to be able to drop one over comfortably, especially keeping 3 players alive. Very nice here. It's best case scenario for Tan right now. And on the complete duality of it, join the Force. It's just not the same. They had 1900 loss bonus. Nothing much went their way that round. And this is, as an Esports Wales fan, they've still got so much more to come. But this is definitely the step in the right direction for building that momentum.
100%. They're just new against these USPs as well. So on paper, they should be getting the 8th round on the board here. Let's see where they're going to go, Freddie. It's just more of the same. Another default from them. 2A, 2B, 1 mid. And join the Force there. They're just in mid quite aggressively. However, Wally, he's in towards ladder, and he gets 3 of them, immediately eliminates them from the server. And with Oral finding a 4th. Yeah, quite rightly, we said it's going to be an Esports Wales round, and with 5 alive, that's a really good side.
Can see that Wally's been watching my old demos when we used to play together. I will put my hands up, and I think if AJ sees in chat, he can also confirm. I was a bit of a Galil warrior. I was bad with everything else, and above average, or I say I was bang average with the Galil, and had some pretty tasty kills of that. So Wally's been watching my demos, but as you said, Brandon, keeping 5 players alive, building that economy. Join the Force, they equally have a buy-in, and Skids actually, he has the M4. Don't tend to see that too much, and I think, what round was it? Was it, the Astralis game where they had like 3 M4s on the team? Who was it earlier? It was on Nuke and there was 3 M4s, but ooh, Zenk, he's cutting me off there. Nice little kill through the smoke onto Yelm. Definitely not what you want on a player that is in form right now.
Definitely not. And here's Esports Wales. They're just pushing mid, and Skids, it looks like he might get caught out here by Volks, and it looks like they're going to look to split over towards this B bomb site here. There's quite a lot of players that are low for Esports Wales, though, and the bomb's been dropped in a very unfortunate position, and they're going to need to recover that and try and dodge all the spam. It's definitely mission impossible. Me gets another kill through the smoke, and here comes Starred, and the round, it just slipped away from Esports Wales there because of the bomb placement.
I don't think even Tom Cruise could... I don't think even Tom Cruise would be able to win that round. That it was indeed mission impossible. And the M4 actually proving rain. It was actually Na'Vi. They had 3 M4s equipped, so a bit of a bold from the game earlier. But it will be Esports Wales Tan again on a deficit. They still have so much money. Like Wally still has 8 grand, and early nade onto Stard will do a little bit of damage to him. But they're definitely going to be having to pick up this round. They're playing it a little bit slowly. Yelm, oh, he has been spotted out, and there are 2 players towards this round. 2 towards middle, and I think we're actually wait. So Trebi's below them as well. And it's just Esports Wales taking their time a little bit, but Oral in the Matrix, dancing around those bullets, does have a little bit of damage, but it will not matter, and that flash is so good timing from Zenk. Oral, he tries to get a bit of a timing there, but because that flash was put out, blinds him completely, allows Stan to get the pick, and it's just going to be a bit of slow pace now from Tan.
Yeah, and this will be where, if they had a mid lurk, it could be quite impactful. There is one player there, but
I don't think
you saw how easily. I think there is. I'm not.
Well, on CT there is, but there's no one on T there.
Yeah, no. There's one player on CT, right? So
yeah,
but we saw how easily they did take middle last round. It is possible, but this boost, it could find some success here with someone being posted up, but it does get spotted out. Stan, he does stand tall, and he just delivers 2 headshots, and suddenly it's a 5 versus 2. It's not gone to plan for Esports Wales into this round, unless Volks has anything to say about it. Damage has been exchanged back and forth, but there's no time on the clock for these T players.
Really nice there from them. That boost was very delicious, and because it's like it didn't even need to get a kill, it just drew so much attention. And we saw there, Esports Wales, they just like straight away just like swung, like the head just clocked straight towards that boost, and it allowed Stan to, as you said, stand strong. Very nice from him.
Nice.
And Bjork does get spotted out. Skids are flying, just leaping through the sky like a salmon, unable to get a kill there. try to drop the AWP. So that is something at least Esports Wales have going to the next round. But really nice team play from Join the Force there. I'm very impressed by their reactionary abilities right now.
Do you reckon Tom Cruise plays Counter-Strike?
You'd be surprised how many like weird celebrities do. Like loads of people play either like because especially like the kids. So there was this like wrestler in Australia that went to one of the events and he's like one of the biggest WWE or like a UFC fighters in or like or whatever in Australia, and like he used to play Counter-Strike 1.6 when he was younger and stuff like that.
Interesting. What's also interesting is the fact that Esports Wales they want to fight for this ramp control, and Yelm through the gap in the smoke will get the first pick into this round, and that's a good sign for this T side. They're slowly walking up towards ramp now, and there are two defenders here for this Join the Force side, and look at how disciplined they're being, and look at how aware they are of the potential of a boost, Freddy.
Yeah, if it's like fool me once, fair enough. Fool me twice, no, you won't. That's definitely not the saying, but I've improvised.
I respect it.
What is the saying, actually? Did you know the saying?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Oh, that makes actually so much sense. But very nice utility is coming out from this Esports Wales side. They're getting a lot of control of it. And, just like I say that, Stan gets a very nice kill through the smoke. Unfortunate for Oral there, but, look at this, Stan. He's already got one jumping up on the bomb site. Gets Treb, he is blinded, so didn't see the player right below him. But look at this, look at the HP. Wally's on 9. Volk's being taken down. Yelm's the only player with HP. He has the orb, gets dropped, and Stan, you've got a 4K. You only saw 2 players pretty much, especially with the blind kill and the through the smoke. But very nice. He's had a very, very impactful 2 rounds. By sandbags and by headshot, he can do it all. He's the king of the A-bomb site. Esports Wales, they just can't dethrone him right now.
They can't. It's just that, again, it's just a case of them missing their shots as well over that AWP. He's right out in the open and exposed, and Yelm just misses the shot. But I mean, I can't be too critical of him. 25 kills on Yelm. He's trying to do everything, along with Wally as well, on this T side. And yeah, it just feels like nothing is falling their way. And maybe they just need to leave a ramp control and either retake it a little bit later or just focus on other areas of the map, because they have been getting B stairs for free, but Join the Force, they do have presence there. And let's look at what Esports Wales decide to do.
Oh, this is really big because Esports Wales have pretty much been contributing all their players towards B every single round. You can see on the map, they're like, oh, well, there's no one there. Skids getting the early pick on Walks and just surviving. Like, it doesn't matter who's on 4 HP. He's got that kill, dropped the bomb, ran away, and it's just not what you want. Walks, we saw him on CT side being just caught off guard many, many times. And we're seeing on this T side something very similar. He's unable to get something going. Wally was boosted up. He has dropped off. I feel like if he stayed up there, he might have been able to get a pick, but we will not be able to see that. And it is Join the Force. They've got a really nice read here. You can see they're committing pretty much everyone towards this mid or B area. Yelm, he's going to be standing in that Molotov. He's going to take some damage, and he's left in a bit of an annoyance. Definitely not what they want. And I think they would have heard that pick. Flash comes in, he drops it to his white, but Meat, he reads him like a Harry Potter novel.
You're hungry.
You would not believe how hungry I am. I thought I was fine. I sat down and went, I'm really hungry. But Stan, he's hungry for some more kills. We see him on the AWP, not normally the AWPer of this team, but it does not matter. Join the Force. They'll be looking to get match point, and Esports Wales Tan in a very, very hard place right now.
Yeah, they are, but Wally, he's for the 1v5 clutch attempt. And this man, God, he's done some special things before, but he's going to have to go absolutely massive here. Ooh. We'll find that player, and there's two players. Yes, the flank and the time as well. It's just going to elude him 100%. And I was starting to believe, especially with 2 low HP players, but the time and the flank is probably going to be a nail in the coffin. Join the Force, they're onto their match point already, 15-8, and I didn't expect this coming out from them, but they've really surprised me.
Yeah, I thought this might be a little bit more contested, especially when it was like, what, 4-4?
Yeah.
I think Esports World actually took the early advantage in the game, but they were unable to maintain that, and it will just be the A commit here. They've got very ropey buys. I'm going to take a look at Wally. He's leading the charge. He's unable to get the first. It's Meat that is on fire, and it's just going to be the CTs holding down this defense. Stan, he drops a Molotov in towards ramp, stopping them momentarily. And Yelm, he's seeing if he can get anything up towards this A-bomb site. Smoke will be coming down in towards short, I think. That's a very nice smoke from him, actually. I'm just looking at his perspective here. I don't know what he was trying to smoke there. I think I would assume in towards short, maybe to get a one-way. But these 3 players on this ramp position, they're feeling it out a little bit, but little do they know, 3 players of the CT side are here to meet them. And oh, yeah, I'm spotting them out. He's 39 HP saying in towards heaven. It's a spammable position. Flashes coming in. That's one of their very few utility being dispersed. And everyone just playing with fire right now. It's going to be Esports Wales not finding anything. Stan jumping up all out. He's on the bomb site, unable to get something. And that's going to be join the force, taking the map. 16-8. Very unfortunate for Tan there.
100%. And yeah, it was just join the force. They had a lot of utility usage over towards that A ramp position, and it was also, it almost felt like at times they were just trying to really brute force the issue, and they couldn't overcome it, and they fell down, especially on that T side. So it was quite close for a little bit of a period over on their CT defense as well, Freddie. And unfortunately, they do fall by the wayside in that one. Yeah, it's just quite an upsetting scenario to be in, because obviously we're casting on their stream, we want them to do well, and
yeah,
maybe we're just a bad luck charm for them, because that was 2 maps and 2 losses.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate. And just I want to say a big thank you, as you said, Brandon. You mentioned that we're on their channel. Big thank you to Esports Wales for having us. It's a very prestigious brand, doing bits in the UK scene for esports. I feel like they're very underrated. Literally working with the Welsh government. It's really nice to see esports taking a bit of a main front in just the modern world. And very unluckily for this team as well, they put up a very good fight. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I saw a lot of familiar faces in chat. And but we've got time. I want to give us a shout out as well. B-Dog, you've been amazing. You're always here with me. BDOGCSGO on Twitter. I think you've just surpassed 200 followers, so it's very nice to see from
moving
you.
Up in the world,
and like just pretty much below both of us, you got our Twitter at. So if you don't already follow us, please, everything would mean everything, every single follow, it means the world to us. And also, if you're new to this Esports Wales channel, make sure to drop them a follow. And hopefully we'll actually be again here soon. We've done 2 of their games in a row now. And Brandon, you got any closing remarks?
No, I hope we can see them win next time. I'm sure they'll bounce back from this. There's still a long way in the season to go. So, again, thank you for having us, just to echo what Freddie said, and we'll see you real soon.
Thank you very much, guys.